on Get Up, we have heard from the great Stephen A. Smith.
The GOAT.
Michael, he writes, although I love my man, Michael Wilbon, like the loving big bro godfather that he is, it's difficult to watch him talk about my Knicks on Get Up right now. No matter what he says, this man smiles at our misery as he has done for years. No one knows this better than me. He likes me with the Dallas Cowboys. He's waiting for me. He's like me with the Dallas Cowboys. He's waiting for New York to fall.
Not
and damn
true.
it, that might be the case with my boy Shams and Allen.
What did I do?
Hold it down. Don't trust him with my Knicks. Don't you do it. What do you think?
My favorite college basketball player of all time is Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
Who did he play for in the part of his career that mattered?
Yeah.
The New York Knicks. So Stephen A. Nice try. He's angry because Chicago has 6 titles since the Knicks have any. He won't stop.
You didn't need to add
I need
that
a 50-cent
part.
meal. What did I do?
But that's true.
I just miss
From the wrong city,
I
Sean.
just
Come
miss
on,
those
man.
nights on NBA Countdown listening to the two of you go at it during the breaks. Okay, Stephen A., we'll see you in a couple hours. In the meantime, let's see Victor Wembanyama closing out the Trailblazers last night, shall we? First off, congratulations, Keldon Johnson. He's the 6th man of the year. And then just pick us up in the first quarter. Victor Wembanyama, so Wembanyama tries a lob, that's no good, and then this.
I'll do it myself.
God.
He threw a lob, now I'll do it myself. That's how you do it.
We're still in the first, watch this block. Come on. We're still in the first quarter. Wemby with the block, and now we're going the other way. They come at you in waves, this team. Stephon Castle is so good.
Don't talk enough about their guard rotation.
Castle and Harper.
Spurs, watch this.
Oh, my God.
Oh, stop it. Just stop it.
Look at the body control for a man who's 8 feet
Kevin
tall.
Durant at
You need a
7'7".
broom to block that.
Later in the
shot.
second, Wemby, look at him.
And he shoots 3.
He's chasing it down. He's going in there to follow his shot.
David Admiral's like, there's nothing I can do with that.
Later in the third, Wemby, watch him fight through the contact. Oh, come on.
And they say he needs to get stronger.
You know who was
Michael Wilbon just went off on Get Up about the NBA's proposed anti-tanking reforms. And he said something that I have been screaming for years. This is nonsense. The bigger problem is load management. And he is absolutely right. The NBA is obsessed with punishing bad teams for trying to get better through the draft, while they completely ignore the fact that star players sit out 15 to 20 games a year, cheating fans who paid thousands of dollars to see them play. Let me break this down for you because nobody else will. The first 2 minutes of this video show the Get Up crew discussing Adam Silver's new proposal to curb tanking. Shams Charania explained that the NBA is zeroing in on a 16-team lottery reform. The bottom 3 teams would actually have the least amount of lottery balls for the number 1 overall pick. You cannot win a top pick in consecutive years. You cannot have a top 5 pick in 3 consecutive years. The NBA is making a stand that enough is enough when it comes to losing. And Michael Wilbon's response was perfect. He said, "This is nonsense. All the professional leagues in America are designed to reward the worst teams. That's what a draft is. That's what it is in every sport. You don't want to have that anymore. Then get rid of a draft. Get rid of that. Don't relegate anybody." And he is right. The draft is supposed to help bad teams get better. That is the entire point of the system. It is how the NBA maintains competitive balance. It is how small market teams have a chance to compete with big market teams. And now Adam Silver wants to change it because a few teams tanked for a loaded draft class? That is an overreaction. But Wilbon did not stop there. He pivoted to the real problem. Load management. He said, "You know what a bigger problem is? When fans get cheated. When people spend $2,000 to take 3 kids to a game, and nobody they paid to see is playing. It's load management. But the league doesn't want to take that on, because then you got to take on your union. And this league now does not do that. It is not David Stern's league." And that is the truth. The NBA has a load management epidemic. Star players sit out back-to-backs. They sit out random Tuesday nights in January. They sit out games against bad teams because they are resting. And the league does nothing. The fans are the ones who suffer. They pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for tickets. They buy jerseys. They subscribe to League Pass. And then they show up to the arena and find out that LeBron is sitting out. That Giannis is resting. That Luka is load managing. It is a disgrace. And the NBA is worried about 8 or 10 teams tanking at the end of the season. Wilbon pointed out that when we got to February, there were almost 10 teams that were tanking. 8 to 10. That is a problem. But it is a problem that is isolated to the bottom of the league. The teams that are not making the playoffs anyway. The fans of those teams know what they are seeing up for. They know that their team is rebuilding. They know that the games in March and April are meaningless. But the fans of good teams? The fans who pay top dollar to see the best players in the world? They are the ones getting cheated. And the NBA does nothing. Shams Charania made a great point. He said, load management and tanking are kind of one and the same. Utah found a way to mask it by playing their guys for 3 quarters and then sitting them out in the 4th quarter so they don't win the game. And that is true. Teams have found creative ways to lose without technically tanking. They rest their stars. They play their bench. They run experimental lineups. It is tanking by another name. But the league is not punishing those teams. They are punishing the teams that are honest about their intentions. The teams that trade away their veterans. The teams that play their young guys. The teams that are trying to build through the draft. That is backwards. That is punishing honesty and rewarding deception. Wilbon also pointed out that the NBA does not have the same appetite to take on load management because the players' union would fight it. The owners do not want to fight the union. So they go after the easy target. The bad teams. The teams that are already struggling. The teams that do not have the star power to push back. It is cowardly. It is hypocritical. And it is not going to solve the problem. Shams also mentioned that Adam Silver said, we should have a system where you should hate to lose. It shouldn't be a badge of honor to lose. Losing should be uncomfortable. And that sounds good in theory. But losing is already uncomfortable. No one wants to lose. But sometimes losing is necessary. Sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. The Oklahoma City Thunder tanked for years. They accumulated draft picks. They developed young players. And now they are the defending champions. The Philadelphia 76ers tanked for years. They went through the process. And now they have Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and a chance to win a championship. Tanking works. It is a proven strategy. And the NBA wants to take that away because they do not like the optics. They do not like watching bad teams lose on purpose. But they are fine with watching good teams rest their stars and cheat their fans. It makes no sense. Wilbon also brought up Patrick Ewing. He was joking with Ewing last night about how guys did not load manage anything. They played with all kinds of contusions. They played through pain. They played 82 games a year. And that was the standard. Now the standard is resting. The standard is load management. The standard is prioritizing the playoffs over the regular season. And the fans are the ones who lose. So here is what I think. The NBA should focus on load management, not tanking. They should implement stricter rules about resting healthy players. They should find teams that sit out stars for no reason. They should incentivize playing 82 games. And they should leave the draft alone. The draft is not broken. The lottery is not broken. A few teams tanking at the end of the season is not a crisis. It is a minor annoyance. But load management is a crisis. It is a crisis that is driving fans away. It is a crisis that is devaluing the regular season. It is a crisis that the NBA refuses to address because they are afraid of the players' union. And until they address it, nothing is going to change. Michael Wilbon said this is nonsense. And he is right. The NBA's anti-tanking reforms are nonsense. They are a solution in search of a problem. They are a distraction from the real issue. And they are not going to work. Teams are still going to tank. They are just going to find new ways to do it. They are going to rest their players more. They are going to play their young guys more. They are going to find loopholes in the rules. And the NBA is going to be right back where they started. So, Adam Silver, if you are listening, stop worrying about the Jazz and the Wizards and the Pacers. Start worrying about the Nuggets resting Nikola Jokic. Start worrying about the Bucks resting Giannis. Start worrying about the Warriors resting Stephen Curry. Those are the teams that are cheating the fans. Those are the teams that are devaluing the product. And those are the teams that the NBA should be going after. Subscribe to the channel if you want real NBA analysis. Not the corporate talking points. Not the superficial solo tie-ins. Just the truth about a league that has lost its way. And comment below. Is load management a bigger problem than tanking? And should the NBA punish teams that rest healthy stars? I read every single comment. Now let me know your thoughts and get ready for the second round.